So I've come up here to a place called Strath Creek, sort of up Seymour way down in Victoria. Catch up with a mate of mine, Randy. He's originally from Canada, got quite a story to tell us, and we're going to go for a cruise in this fucking thing. So how long you had this thing for, man?
2 months.
2 months?
Yeah.
How many Ks you done?
7,000.
These things are made to be driven, alright? There's nothing worse than... Beautiful, fucking love it. Nothing worse than someone that buys a car like this just to sit it in the shed and worry about it all the time. It's, you know, these things are made to be fucking driven.
And we're driving it right now. And, you know, my dad had a 70 GTO Judge and a 70 Torino and a 77 Ford F-150.
Nice. Whereabouts in Canada are you from originally, man? Like, I know fuck all about Canada. I can't even fucking say the place. About Canada's geography as such, like I'm pretty...
British Columbia, it's on the west coast. And woke up one day and decided I wanted to go to Australia, and that was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It's been a hell of a ride.
Well, that brings us to sort of why I've come to catch up with Randy today, because his story of trying to migrate to Australia as you can see, as a fucking white cunt that looks like anyone else, is a very different take, and it's a very interesting story, because it turns out it's actually really fucking hard to come to this country in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely. I came because of a girl, right? You know, that's the fucking... I did it. I came because
they'll fucking
of a
get
girl.
to you, those things, mate. They'll get to you.
Yeah, we came here on a relationship visa, and everything's fine. I was able to work the whole bit, and things went sour with this chick, and long story short, yeah, we ended up breaking up, and I had to get on a work visa. Now, I tried a 457 visa. That was the first thing I tried, because I figured I had a skilled occupation as a truck driver. It is a skilled occupation as far as I'm fucking concerned.
Fucking oath it is, mate.
Jesus Christ.
It's a fucking lifestyle. Skilled lifestyle.
It's the whole thing of trying to get into the 457 visa is, as I say, you've got to be on a list. There's a skilled migration list of jobs that you can have. You can be a fucking florist. You can be a gardener.
So that's a list set by the government.
Set by the government, and I say
skill shortages in an industry.
It's huge.
As such.
It's huge. Nowhere is there a truck driver on there. You can be a transport manager, but if you are a transport manager, you have to have 3 years of proof. I got sponsored by my boss in Wagga Wagga.
Yeah.
And the stipulations were I had to be full-time employment for 3 years, and he had to jump through hoops and whatnot to get me in. Got me in. I ended up being wintertime, and he put me on part-time. And on the visa, you're not allowed. So that visa was no good.
Was automatically nulled because you've been put from full-time back to part-time.
Yep.
Which means he's no longer allowed in the fucking country. That's right. That's how many fucking hurdles you've got to jump through. It's not as easy as, oh, I'm a 457, can't give me a truck and a job at Scott's.
Yeah, no.
Alright, there's a lot of fucking misinformation and bullshit being talked about out there.
Yeah. But I was seeing a girl in Nagambie, right? We'd only been seeing each other a few months, although I was going there every weekend because I really did, you know, I love her. I love her. She's my fucking wife now. And so finally I just moved in with her, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll have to find a job and see if the people that I find a job for will sponsor me, and I'll make a 3-year commitment to this company or whatever. And you know, I only had 28 days after my visa was annulled with the company in Wagga Wagga to get another visa, otherwise I'd be kicked out of the country. I call my boss, I'm like, I'm on, you know, you guys are sponsoring me, yeah? And he's like, well, no, we couldn't do it. We applied for a grievance fee so that I could stay, you know, get my shit together a couple weeks more, or a couple months, and they wouldn't accept it. They gave me another 2 weeks, and that was it. So I went back home, and immigration had put me on a subclass D or E. It was the worst one you can get. It's
basically declared him an illegal immigrant.
Exactly. So I'm in that stipulation. I'm not allowed to come back for 3 years. All right. So my wife and I made the commitment. Well, we're going to get married. So we got married after knowing each other for 5 months. We got married. And,
that's true fucking love right there, isn't it?
Yeah,
blind love.
No kidding. It cost us $10,000 for the visa, which my wife's parents paid for, and I went away because I wasn't allowed to be here while I applied for the application. So I went back home for 8 months because there's a waiting period to get this relationship visa, and it's 12 to 15 months. So I could hear it. That was cool. You're allowed to.
Is that for a rip?
Okay, yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, sorry. Where were we? And the stipulations on a visitor visa are you have to leave the country every 3 months for 5 fucking days. All right. So I'm living off my wife like a fucking mooch. That, you know, and it's pissing me the fuck off.
Yeah, because you're a worker by nature, but you're legally not allowed to work. Yeah.
So I'm twiddling my fucking thumbs the whole time I'm here, and we're waiting for him to make a decision. We have a lawyer in place the whole bit, and I suggest you get a fucking lawyer. If you're gonna deal with immigration, you get a fucking lawyer, because then you have to get a lawyer. That cost us another $10,000 to get this guy to fucking help us through all this stuff. All right, so that's 20 grand just in that. Never mind my plane tickets back and forth. I did work, and I worked hard for 8 months, and I made good money. I was sending that back home, and I was living on it back in Canada. I didn't rent a place to live, because what's the fucking point, right? I'm
You
just
spent
gonna
that
have
8
to buy.
months. You spent that 8 months living in the truck, didn't you?
I lived in a truck for 8 months straight. I mean, that's not uncommon. We all live in a fucking...
Lived and worked in a truck for 8 months straight to get back here to the woman that he loves. What a fucking sick cunt.
So...
need more of that in this world.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Fucking, it's underappreciated in this day and age. No, that's a fucking, that's some real shit.
So here I'm back here, and we're waiting for this to happen, and it ain't fucking happening. 3 months goes by. Well, fuck, we gotta leave. My wife had put her house up for sale when I left for Canada because we knew this was gonna cost a lot of fucking money. She put her house up for sale. She sold it in 8 months. When she sold the house, I came back because we had money. So, but I'm still, you know what I mean? I'm fucking. That wasn't my money to me.
Yeah.
It's my fucking wife's house.
Yeah. No, that's a big.
You know what I mean? And I'm fucking living off of her. It was fucking
as a man that you pride yourself a fair bit on your ability to work and
brutal.
to be self-sufficient.
You betcha, buddy.
It's a fucking hard position to be in, man. To accept help like that is fucking.
Like my dad taught
tough.
me to, you know, the man fucking takes care of the family. Period. That's how it works.
Yeah.
You know, and I tell you, I felt like such a piece of shit. And I sat and did nothing, and we had to leave for 3 months. We come back from Thailand, walked through the immigration. Hi, how you doing? No problem. Stamp my fucking passport. Have a nice day. Another 3 months came. You know, I'm not working this whole time and living off my wife. And you know, she's working. I'm sitting at home playing with myself and fucking. And only PlayStation 3, and I don't have a PlayStation 4. For fuck's sakes.
Fucking hell, man.
Oh, I know, life was
I don't know how you did it.
Life was rough. Another 3 months comes by, and so off to New Zealand. We went.
So that's just for your 5 days out of the country?
Yeah.
Just to qualify
Just
your
to
tourist
qualify
visa to stay here on a...
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I had to leave the 3rd time, but the 2nd time we went to New Zealand. We did 5 days there, and I go to come back. Well, I get fucking detained at Border Patrol show, you know, dude, that was fucking me in that little white room for 3.5 hours and grilled about why I'm here and because I had left the country on a bad note, because immigration made me fucking stay here over my fucking visa, and put me on the lesser, like the refugee immigration status. I had to have a written visitor visa. Well, nobody fucking told me that. I had no idea. I just thought I was doing the right thing. The whole thing legit. And they detained me. They told my wife to go home. And my wife's, you know, what do you mean go home? Like, yeah, well, Randy's probably going to end up in the detention center and shipped out back to Canada because I didn't get a written
yeah, they were actually going to send him to Maribyrnong Detention Centre where, you know, there's been riots and shit like that, and you know, you see that sort of shit on the news or whatever and what goes on there, and then you think the amount of effort, money, time, everything a bloke like this has put in to try and get
to that point.
To get to that point, just to go to Maribyrnong to get booted out.
Like we had,
it's not a process of just walking into this cunt, into this joint cunts. Like, it's fucking really not.
No, it's not. It's not. You know, you can apply for visitor rights to go see it at Moorabbin, or you can go home. And my wife said, "I'm not fucking going home." Like, they told it out.
They told her to go home. They detained him in the fucking border patrol. Oh yeah, just go home, love. These are the sort of government fucking employees that you can't fucking lick their boots and, oh, look at them keeping the bad guys out. Ain't no fucking bad guys.
Yeah. I looked all over the fucking place for that thing.
This would be the driver's side in another country. And the Canadian couldn't find out how to open his fucking bonnet.
And my wife is sitting there in the car. I'm like, how the fuck do you open the hood? And I'm getting pissed off about it, right? I'm like, how the fuck do you open the hood? And she's like, what's this? I'm like, that's not going to be for the because I'm getting mad, right? As a man.
Yeah.
And then she pulled it. And I went, pop. And I went, fuck off.
South Melbourne, Timmy. Can't go wrong.
You're going to get fat though if you quit smoking.
I'm going to eat a lot more of these. I haven't had a durry for 5 days, so I'm probably going to look like a fucking dim sim by the end of the week.
And I'm smoking around them all day long just to fucking...
Don't care.
I should probably quit too.
Man, I said that for years, and then, I don't know. We'll go have a look.
You could buy one for $600.
Oh, $600 optional extra spare tyre. That's fucking sick.
Really good.
That's a fucking good dim sim.
They give you fucking the hole and that
fucking wheels that way. And that snout. Look, what fucking... Yeah. Beautiful.
The racist motherfuckers here has got to end. God damn it. I'm white as fuck.
Yeah, man.
And I get treated like shit. As soon as I open my mouth, I don't know fuck all. I'm not from here, so I don't have a fucking say in what's going on. When I started driving truck here in Sydney,
yeah,
I'd ask for directions. And some bloke would get on there and fucking, yeah, go this way, this way. And then there would be a long pause. And some guy would get on there, yeah, mate, don't go that way. And he's fucking pulling you.
Yeah, he's being a fuckwit.
And so many times.
And you'd cop a lot of dumb cunts that have got no idea you're Canadian, not American.
And
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're American? No, I'm Canadian. Oh, it's the same thing.
Yeah, call them a New Zealander.
No,
call them a Kiwi, see how they like it.
No, it's not. We can't just walk across the border. They'll fucking shoot you. You know, we don't like them, they don't like us. They're our retarded cousins, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, we have to like them because we're connected to them.
Fuck, I know why the dog likes it so much.
You gotta put your hat on fucking backwards, Benny.
Backwards the trick,
oh,
is it?
Yeah, fuck, you look like
I don't know, I've never really convertible before, man. I'm not...
Tuck your ears in and shit.
Not really...
Scooch down and just make sure. Fucking put one arm on there.
Yeah.
I don't have sunglasses on.
So is this like BC fucking hooning 101. Is this how it's done?
In BC, you'd have to have the fucking heater on. Right? If you got the top down, the heater's on. Fucking 100%. Right. Full bore.
And I like how the more he gives it, the harder it is for me to hold onto this fucking camera I'm hanging off the side.
I'll warn you next time.
Oh, don't worry, mate. You can get around in a couple of blown skid cars and you learn to fucking hang on.
No, it's a good way of life here. I like how it's family. Oh, look at this fucking. We're gonna have a head on fucking Facebook.
Fucking hell! Have a look at this cunt. You fucking dickhead! See the shit you got to put up with on the roads. Birds just decided to shit all over the fucking car. Look at that. Look at that. Just missed Randy's fucking head. But we've stopped here because we found another Mustang. Check it out.
Like Melbourne.
We actually look pretty good in that fucking shot with the car in the background.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fucking oath. Cheers again, cunt.
Like Melbourne.
Yeah.
Melbourne.
Yeah. That'd throw a lot of people out because that's just...
Well, how do you say Ozzy Osbourne? Ozzy Osbourne? I'm like, no, they say Ozzy Osbourne. But they
we're very selective with our contractions and abbreviations, that's for sure.
BB. I gotta give it to you.
For Vomit Bomb's cold, the only reason I fucking agreed to it, vitamin B. The only reason I agreed to drink this fucking thing, because it was the last one left, is because it was on ice. If it was not on ice, I wouldn't fucking touch a dirty Vic.
Jesus, I can't believe you did it. You took one for the team.
I'm also a beer pig, so fuck, what can I say? So tell us, like you were just telling me before about the logbook infringements in Canada, how they're different to here.
Oh, yeah.
How they're like more of a set sort of...
In Canada, it's a set fine. So say if you... too many hours on your logbook, or say you haven't filled your logbook out all day.
Yep.
The whole bit, but you did your pre-trip, you know, so you've actually entered into your book, because we have to do a pre-trip every morning. You have to fill out a pre-trip. You have to actually physically get underneath the truck, pull all your slack adjusters, check all your brakes, make sure there's nothing leaking. There's
a big difference straight off the bat, because over here these days you work for a transport company, you're not allowed to get under there and check your own fucking brakes. Because you haven't been certified in fucking wank, not enough people along the line have been fucking paid. Oh. In Canada, it's treated as part of the fucking job. Yes, you should not just know how to adjust your brakes.
That's right.
Do it every fucking day. You seen the hills these cunts are driving through?
That's right. We like on most of our hills, most of our steep hills, there'll be a big parking area at the top where you actually, you know, and you have to write it in your logbook.
And that's the thing, like, a lot of truck drivers are very low in literacy. That's the reason a lot of these blokes are driving trucks, because they're not very good at reading and writing and adding up, you know. And to be hounding them to the point where, again, that's the only industry in the country that a paperwork error will land you in front of a magistrate and cost you a hell of a lot of money. It's ridiculously unfair, especially when there's been no victim, no damage to any property, no crime has been committed, other than, but you went 15 minutes over what you should have. Well, if I'm driving for 12 hours and I go an extra 15 minutes, so I pull up somewhere safe where I've got a toilet and a shower and can actually get some rest, how about you go fuck yourself? I don't owe you shit.
Yeah, no, I just couldn't get over it. And that's part of the reason why I stopped driving truck here, because everybody fucking treats me like a fucking asshole. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody.
Right through me fucking everybody. It's not worth it.
Motoring public, you're a fucking asshole. Because it's what's said in the fucking news.
We're vilified in the media, we're made out to be the bad guys.
Drug fucks fucking and these clowns on... And so they come back, okay, you're allowed to stay here for, what was it? 3 months, and then you have to leave. Well, we were waiting for the 15 months waiting period of this relationship visa. We were... what were we, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 fucking months into it. and no decision has been made yet. So they've given me 3 months, and I got to go home. So almost 3 months come up. It was 2 weeks before the fucking thing was going to expire, and I got a message from immigration. Okay, we've come to our decision. You need to leave the country for us to make a fucking decision. Like, what the fuck? And anyways, I fucking had to jump on a
decision is
fucking,
you have to leave so we can make a decision.
For fuck's sake.
Suck a dick, immigration department.
Fucking
Every single one of you motherfuckers involved in doing this to people need to go home and punch yourselves in the fucking dick.
So I fucking go, I like, where the fuck am I gonna go? And my wife's like, well, fuck, I guess go to New Zealand. And I had to be off fucking shore for 5 fucking more days, not knowing if I'm going to Canada or fucking coming home or what the fuck. So I fucking packed, like it's wintertime in fucking Canada. So I packed my fucking snowshoes and shit like that, my fucking skis, and fucking, you know, I guess I'm fucking going home. And then I get to New Zealand, and you know, how do you have a fucking a decent night's sleep when you're thinking, am I gonna fucking come home or not? My wife, fuck, we were a wreck for 4 fucking days. They never fucking said a word. They waited till the 5th fucking day to come back to me and go, yeah, all right, you're allowed to come back. And to fucking buy another fucking plane ticket to come back here, and then I was allowed to finally fucking work and shit. So I've lost all this time fucking working, by the way, because I'm a working kind of guy. So on with it we go. I finally fucking was allowed to fucking stay after almost 2 years. Well, not almost 2 years. It was, what, 15 months. A long fucking time of just fucking turmoil and money. If my wife hadn't sold her house, there's no fucking way I'd still be here. There's no fucking way. And yeah, kudos to my fucking wife for doing that. But now, we rent. We don't own a home in Australia anymore. We gotta fucking buy one. So, and you know, starting out from what we've got in our savings and what I'm doing working, yeah, I bought this car, fucking, I'm not fucking poor, and I'm not feeling sorry for myself, but I'm fucking sick and tired of hearing people saying how fucking easy it is to be here, and how fucking we're all stealing fucking Aussie jobs. So I ain't stealing anybody's job. I love fucking being here, but I fucking paid to fucking be here, and that's the fucking thing.
Paid more than just money too, didn't you?
Pay. Fuck, man. It's been incredible.
Like you say, you, Joe, her family, the kids, everybody's affected by these bureaucratic decisions that...
Like when I left here the last time, not knowing whether the immigration was going to let me stay or not, it was brutal. I got on the plane, I'm fucking crying in front of people I don't even know, and fucking, you know what I mean? You're sitting beside 2 other people and you're bawling your fucking eyes out because immigration tells you you got to leave the fucking country before we'll tell you whether you can stay or not. Like, how fucked up is that? To have to leave and to go to New Zealand, you know what I mean? Or anywhere. I could have went to fucking Bali, I could have went to China. As long as I've got, and I had to have, that's right too, I had to have a paid ticket to Canada if I was going to Canada. I couldn't wait until they made their decision and then say, okay, I need a ticket to Canada. I had to have a connecting fucking flight to Canada on my itinerary.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, man. What the fuck, that fucking...
So you basically had to book a flight to New Zealand and to Canada.
Yeah. Just
so that you could get out of the country long enough that they could actually decide to make a decision that you could come back.
That plane ticket was almost fucking over $2,000. It was like $2,200 fucking dollars or something like that.
Where are you supposed to pull that from? When you're not allowed to work, all this other bullshit.
Yeah. Man, and they do this. This is hard to say. I kind of get why they do this, because they make it hard, but to make it that fucking hard is insane. There's no way anyone could afford to do that unless they had what we had. Like, we just had a godsend. But the money my wife has gotten for the house, fucking you're all gone because of all this. You know what I mean? Like, the savings has nothing to do with this car either, by the way. This is my fucking deal. Like, I fucking worked for this car.
Yeah.
I'm making payments on it. You know, the bank owns the fucking thing, the finance company. I'm just driving the car. Making sure that they get their
fucking
rent.
Transport life or what, cunts?
Making
Fucking
sure they
bank
get their
owns it.
rent every month. But god damn it, I fucking deserve it. After
you
the
do,
shit
man.
I've
Look.
been through. Fuck you, Australia's fucking immigration. Cocksuckers.
And it's like you say, like, I understand, yep, you do need some sort of entry requirements or whatever, but when you talk to actual real people that have been through shit like this and put through the ringer just because some fucking bureaucrat at the immigration department's had a bad day, and I don't know, maybe they're a fucking sports fan, maybe Canada beat us or something, and it's like, oh, well, fuck this cunt today, I don't know. But these are real fucking people, like, how you can just treat them like that. And
one, you know,
I know you're not the only. I've got no doubts about that, man.
Like, there's people that have that have children here that have, you know, babies that are Australian citizens because they were born here, but their parents aren't, and their parents are being split up and sent back to their own country because they're, you know what I mean, because of these stupid fucking rules, and the money is insane. The first time I got a relationship visa was $4,000. They raised the price to $10,000 in only, oh, what was it, two fucking years, within 2 years. How can you raise the price of anything like that?
Yeah, by fucking...
By that much.
4 to 10, 150% in 2 years.
Unbelievable. Because they know that people were, and yeah, people were fucking the system and getting married just because to stay here, and then they'd split up. I get that. I fucking get that. But I had everything, the shit you gotta go through to get it. You need to have character witnesses, you need to have fucking police checks, you need to have health checks.
How many witnesses did you actually, or character?
12. I had to have 12 different fucking people write letters saying that I'm a good guy and that I'm okay, and I had to go through our police fucking checks, get all that done before I could come here. My medical, I had to make sure I was fucking healthy, so I wasn't coming here and fucking sucking off of Medicare. I fucking had to go through everything, and fucking everything without, other than sticking their finger up my ass, is fucking what they
I'll guarantee that's on the fucking test now, though.
Fuck me, you know that I said it. Oh, yeah. Fuck, we forgot to stick our finger up that guy's ass.
Fuck, we forgot to finger him. Shit.
Fuck. He probably brought something over here. So then when I got here, I had to do all of it again. I had to do a fucking medical here. I had to fucking go and see a fucking doctor here. I had to fucking go and see the cops here. I had to get a federal fucking... I've never fucking been here before. How the fuck am I gonna have anything on my fucking record? Like, how the fuck? So you gotta get a fucking police check.
I need to do a police check in Zimbabwe and see if you've done any crimes there. I've never been there, cunt.
It was incredible. And Canada, Canada's immigration's no fucking better, because I needed fucking to get my license here, because that's a fucking other thing. My Class 1 license, a Class 1 license in Canada means you can drive any fucking thing that has air brakes.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how many trailers, doesn't matter how big the fucking truck is.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. You have to first go through a Class 3 training course, which is our air brakes course.
Yeah.
The whole fucking air brake system of a truck, we have to learn that before we get our license. We have to learn everything from the fucking air compressor to the air tanks, which is the dry tank, the wet tank. We need to know the service supply. We need to know that before we can even get our license to drive a truck.
Fuck, I like that idea, actually.
At 18 years old, you're allowed to take that course. And at 18 years old, you can get a Class 3 license, which permits you to drive, say, a tipper truck with no dog, no trailer.
Yeah.
You can just drive the dump truck. We call it a dump truck.
Yeah.
Tippers.
Yeah, these fucking foreign mud carters.
Fucking mud carter, mate. Mud carter. Fuck, I love that. Mud carter.
He's a fucking mud carter.
Oh, fucking hell, it's so funny. But yeah,
There's little differences.
When you're 18, you can get your fucking mud kata license and you can go out and fucking drive gravel and fucking Billy Big Rig.
That's it.
And then when you turn 19, you can apply for your class 1. And like I said, that's everything. We don't do road trains, but in Alberta and Saskatchewan, they pull 3 53-foot trailers.
Oh yeah,
53-foot trailers,
fucking
a long fucking trailer, and they'll pull 3 of them together. But if you have a class 1, you can just do any of that. Whereas here, you've got to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the graduated system.
In order for me to do that, I've got to have
Over-regulated we are.
Fucking exemption from fucking Canada. And them stupid fucking... They wanted to fax me this information.
Was this 1987?
Fucking faxes shit. I'm asking the lady, and the lady in Canada, and she's embarrassed. She's like, I know,
even the new Mustang's got a fucking phone holder on the dash. Look at it.
I got
see a phone holder in the phone holder. Look at that.
I got Wi-Fi in this fucking car, for Christ's sake. Got a little doodad on the back, and press a button, and I can talk to the fucking thing. And here's Canada. Oh, we'll fax you it, eh? Well, I don't have a fucking fax machine. What's a fax machine? Like, can't you just email it? Oh no, we can't fax. We can't email your important information. You know, through the web, through that wicked web there. It's real dangerous, eh? Somebody get your information, right? So I'm like, all right. I found somebody with a fucking fax machine, which was unreal. It was Joe's mom and dad. You know, she picked one out of the fucking closet that they had from 1976 and fired that fucking thing up, and away we go. Okay, here's the number. Waited. Nothing came. So I phoned Canada back. I said, did you send it? Yep. Well, it didn't come to me. Oh, you didn't get it? No, I didn't get it. So you're worried about sending my important information to me in a fucking email because you don't want somebody to steal it. Now you've just fucking faxed it to fucking Nigeria or fucking Iran.
You sent a fax to that Nigerian prince that has to give you money.
Yeah, some weirdo's got all my fucking information now. I said, do you think we can fucking email it yet? No, I'm sorry, sir. I fought with them fucking assholes. Canada's no fucking better, but anyways, they finally
It's bureaucrats anywhere around the world, man, and we're both Commonwealth countries. We both started off on the same fucking, you know, territory conquering foot, I suppose, and some shit just don't get better.